So I'm just going to show you how you're going to tackle this piece of work where you design a page basically which is going to be stored here for you, and you're showing that you can find images which are copyright free and you can attribute those images correctly. So to create the page you're going to go to My Work. And going to My Work actually gives you the London Olympics folder that we've set up. And so clicking on that folder, so this is where you can actually start creating your work. So I'm going to click on Create here because you're going to make a page to hold your work. So let's give it a name. So this is so I'm going to do the London Eye. That's the one I'm going to choose. So you can decide which one you want to choose, which landmark you want to promote to your visitors, and I'm going to choose page from here, and then we're just going to click on save. So having done that, because this is all done on the web, it then gives us the option of inserting some text or inserting an image. So let's just start off with inserting some text and saying that what this landmark is about. So this is my landmark. Obviously you choose the one that you want to have, and because it's a heading and it's going to be seen on here, I'm going to make this nice and big and put it in the middle, and maybe give it a colour around in the back, etc. So once you've done that, you need to scroll down and find the save button. If you don't do that, then your work basically disappears. Because you're working on it online, then you need to save it often. Now I'm going to go and find a copyright free picture. So I've clicked on the plus button, and this time again I'm going to choose text. And you might think, well, that's a bit odd, why are you choosing text for it? But the reason we're choosing text for a picture is because I want to show you how to go and get a copyright free image. So let me just load up the website in a separate tab. So in another tab on my web browser, I've gone to Flickr, which is a great place to find photographs. And in the search box, I'm just going to do a search for the London Eye and then click search. And it's going to show me some amazing photographs that other people have taken that I could use to promote it. Really top quality photographs. But one of the things that I need to be able to do is find ones that I'm allowed to use, that are not that are copyright free. So I'm going to click on advanced search here, and I'm still going to search for London Eye. But when I scroll down the page, then what I need to choose is show those that have got a Creative Commons license, and find the ones that I can use. So I click on search. So Creative Commons means that these fantastic photographers have taken photographs and they're happy for other people to use them because they just want them shared. So this looks like a fabulous photograph to promote the London Eye, and indeed it is. That's just absolutely stunning. So I'm just going to scroll down and check what it says about the license, and it says some rights reserved. So if I click on that, and it says you are free to copy this picture, but you must give the original author credit. Okay, so the easiest way for us to do that, so let me just scroll back again. The easiest way for us to do that is I'm going to click on this share button, share button at the top, and it actually gives me the HTML BBB code. So if I just show you how I did that again, I clicked on share, and instead of just getting a link to the photograph, which is also fine, you can do it that way, I've just said, well, actually give me the whole of the code. And so this is HTML code, and I want maybe let's choose a small size photograph, and I want the HTML code, and I've clicked in there. And then you can either do right click and copy, or you can, if you're good at keyboard shortcuts, you can do Control C. And now let's go back to my page over here, which I've still got. And this time, instead of just typing something in, I'm going to choose source. And what happens when you choose source is all of the other buttons at the top get greyed out, so you can't choose them. And source means that this is where I can actually paste the code that I've got. So I can right click on paste, or I can do Control V. And then again, I scroll all the way down to find the save button. And what's great about this way of doing things, so if I've click the save button here, and clicking the save button actually then saves converts the code into a photograph. And what's great about attribution is when using that code instead of just copying and pasting the photograph, is that when you move your mouse over the photograph, it actually tells you that the photograph is taken by a particular person and it's saved on Flickr, and clicking on it takes you to the photograph. So attribution means that we've said who the photograph has been taken by, and we've also said where to get the original. And that's the best way of attributing a photograph. And then the last thing I want to do on this page is obviously add some text, and just so I can come over here and I'm going to just do some normal text. So insert some text, and remember this is for a visitor coming to London, and we can just say the London. So we need to make sure that we spell it correctly. London Eye is a fantastic attraction to see the skyline from a very safe place. Okay, so let's do that. Let's make sure that the font matches the font of the title, and the size again can't be too big because I want it to fit with the writing. So let's try about 20. So again, I have to scroll down and find the save button, and you have to save often, otherwise you miss it. And then the very last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just choose the background color here and make it a light background so people can actually read it, and then undo editing. So if I made a mistake and I wanted to make changes to the editing, I would click on the pencil again and make some changes and add some text here. But that's my finished work. So if I click back to my folder under my work, so I'm now happy to share this with people. So let's just go in and find the work. So this is the work, and if I click on the arrow just there, I can choose, actually I have to right click on the name and then say copy link address. So that's what I've done, and now I can take part in my forum and say here's my page and paste the link address, and then other people or at least your teacher will be able to see that.